Hello, everybody. Sirwalterj, the Sirwalterj Jones Show. I'm here. It is the afternoon edition. Baby, blah blah blah. Water's cold. Chilled my body, but didn't chill my soul. Listen, black folks, gather around the potbelly stove, will you please? Can you gather around real quick, like? Okay, I want to talk to you. Let me talk to you. Come here. All right. Alison Morris is an anchor on MSNBC. Okay? And she said something that some of us considered a Freudian slip, a misspoke, a gaffe might be the best word to use. I just went live about the Kobe Bryant accident. And usually with something tragic as this, whether it's a tornado or earthquake or a tsunami or kids being shot in the school or the death of someone we adore and love, there's aftermath. Okay? Now, so trust me, I already know that this show right here is going to get a whole bunch of thumbs down. Why? Because I'm talking to African Americans. And especially sensitive ones. Especially ones who are not familiar with certain personalities outside of Basketball Wives and Olivia Pope and all these other shows. What's up, Antoine? Good to see you. All right? So, this is Alison Morris, all right? This is her here. That's her. Okay. Now, an African American will look at that picture and automatically say, racist, racist, and they'll begin to undress automatically just come up with all types of stereotypes as they would us. And what gives the strength to some of you who think that she did this on purpose is because she was formerly on Fox. All right? Now, not the Fox we know, but she was on a Fox affiliate, I believe it is, in New York City. I believe that was the one. Okay? And I was about to say that, Sierra. I wanted to say it, but I didn't want to say it because y'all would say, see, you're being homophobic. Okay? So I wanted to say it, Sierra. So I'm glad you typed it so I didn't have to say it. All right? So she said, let me read her apology because y'all already know by now what she said on MSNBC Live and what she was trying to say and why it is now such a big uproar with black folks. She says, earlier today while reporting on the tragic news of Kobe Bryant passing, I unfortunately stuttered on air combining the names of the Knicks and the Lakers, she says, to say Niggers. Now, of course, she said niggers, but to her, maybe it should sound like niggers. Okay, I don't know, but that's what her Twitter thing says. And maybe Twitter won't allow you to say niggers, and maybe it corrected it and she can't see. Anyway, she says, please know I did not and would never use a racist term. I apologize for the confusion this caused. All right? And then someone says, unfortunately, the horrific mistake happened on live, and you need to correct it the same way, not just a Twitter feed. I agree. I agree. Yeah, Antoine. Antoine, you says I can't see what she typed. I'm reading it for you. Why would she be giving him accolades and used it? Carolyn, thank you. Carolyn, you're the only one here. It's just me and you. I can't read the rest of y'all. You're the only one here who can see what I see and hear what I hear. The reason why I'm doing this show here for y'all who talking the way you're talking is because, number one, let me say this, number one, okay? Number one, y'all, black folks, don't watch the news. You don't. You don't watch the news. No, you don't. Stop lying. No, you don't. You are so ill-informed. You don't watch the news. You can't name 3 people. You can't name 3 anchors on MSNBC. You can't name them. You can't tell me who comes on in the morning, early morning on MSNBC. You can't tell me who the couple that comes on. You can't tell me. I'm talking 3 people. I ain't just talking about Al Sharpton, because that's what y'all say. Let's see, there's Al Sharpton and then that woman yeah. You can't tell me 3 anchors. You can't tell me 3 anchors on CNN. Oh, that white guy with all of the beard. He sound like a wolf. You can't tell me 3 people on CNN. And you sure can't tell me nobody on Fox, but the one that y'all hate so much, okay? You can't tell me 3 anchors. You can't give me their full names. You cannot, all right? You got to turn on those stations now and try, or you're going to go on Google and type it in. You can't do it. Number 2, that was number 1, all right? Number 2, because you can't tell me who those people are, you don't know those people. You've never watched them. You've never followed their career. So you don't know their personalities. You don't know if they're racist or not. You don't know. You don't. I know Alison Morris. I watch MSNBC faithfully. I watch CNN faithfully. I watch the local affiliates faithfully. I know all of the anchors on all of those shows, including Fox. I know. All right? So when she slipped like she did, when she slipped, I knew right away that was a slip. I knew it was a slip because I've watched her career. I know her. You don't know her. So you're judging her from the outside. All right? Let me give Deanne an opportunity. She said, Joe and yeah, Lauren, all right. We got one. We got one. Okay? Y'all don't know. You don't know her. So I'm going with Carolyn says, why would she lift this man up like that and then use a racial term like that? So some of you says, well, because it's in her already. It's been in her. She says this on the slide. So she was on air and it just slipped out, because what's in you gonna slip out. All right. It was a mistake, but it's in her. See, I know what y'all doing. Yeah, I know. I know what's going on. Okay, so if they fire her, here are the people they also need to fire for their gaffes. Are y'all ready for this? All right, Diane giving me the list. Yeah, she give me the list. Nobody else give me the list. Nobody else give me a list. Kurt Bowman is here. Kurt Bowman. Kurt, you didn't hear me say Fox? Notice that I said Fox too. I know them all. Kurt says, you watch CNN. Never mind. Me and Kurt go back and forth. I love that brother. Okay, Diane says, nah, I don't know Fox. Yeah. I'm going to give you the name. Pastor Shelby. Yeah, come on. Katie, Joy, come on. That's it. I'm going to give you the names who should be fired, because if Allison is fired, these people should be fired. Are you ready? Lawrence O'Donnell should be fired. Should be fired. Kicked off the air. As a matter of fact, Brian Williams should have never come back. They got rid of him on the local, not the local, but the nightly news. All right, for what he said, he lied, and then they brought him back. I mean, by y'all's sayings here, Lawrence O'Donnell should be fired. Al Sharpton should be fired. Y'all like, for why? For what? If you don't know what I'm talking about, this further proves to me you don't watch the news. You don't watch the news. Come on, Amber. Yeah, Joe, Mika, Alex. Yep. AM Joy. Chris Matthews should be fired. Yes, he should. He's had several gaffes, and they won't let him go. Yeah, Garfield said not Al. Yeah, Al ain't going nowhere. Al Sharpton ain't going nowhere. And he should be #1 fired for the things he said. He ain't going nowhere. Trust me. There's a reason why Al is not going nowhere. Joy Reid should be fired. You're like, why Joy Reid? Joy Reid should be fired. If you read some of her stuff, especially on Twitter, they should have fired her a long time ago, but they will not fire her. Yes. Who else? Samantha Bee. She's not on MSNBC or none of that, but she did apologize for what she said about, is it Melania? Donald Trump's, the first lady? Okay. Samantha Bee. They didn't fire her. Yes, Marty, you will be massacred. Marty says she got tongue-tied. She did. Yes. Kurt Bowman is agreeing with me. He said, oh, my Lord. Yes, Samantha Bee should have been fired, removed from the air. Remember when that girl, is it Joy Behar? Is that her name? The comedian who had this skull of Donald Trump, and it was all bloody, and they reprimanded her, and they did fire her from the Dick Clark dropped the ball New Year's thing. They did remove her from that, but she was working in other places. They should have fired her everywhere. You don't do that. I don't care how much you hate the President of the United States. That was ridiculous. That was cold-blooded stupidity. She should have been fired on everything. Look at Don Imus. I mean, they got rid of him for saying the nappy-headed hoes. All right? And y'all thought that was the most egregious thing ever. God rest his soul. Okay? Yeah. I just felt that was liquors in private, and she slipped. She slipped up, Sierra. Joy Reid had a massive racist rant. Yes! Joy Reid had a massive racist rant, and they did not fire her. Why? Tell me why. Pastor Shelby says I might be fired. Yeah. Who else? Jimmy Kimmel should have got fired from CBS. Y'all like, for what? Here we go. Thank you. What I say, Joy Reid, Behar, I meant Kathy Griffin. Thank you for that. Kathy Griffin. Jamel Hill should have been fired from ESPN. Y'all like, who was that? You see what I'm saying? Y'all watching Netflix all day and chilling. You don't know who these people are. Jamel is a woman, by the way, an African-American woman. Should have been fired. They were afraid of the racial backlash. Yep. Bill Maher should be fired every week on his show on HBO. They should shut the show down like they did when he was on ABC back in the 90s. Politically incorrect or something like that. They should fire Bill Maher. Won't do it. So y'all talking about these people on Fox News, you talking about these Republicans and moderates or whatever you want to call them, the GOP or what have you, and you talk about how they keep talking about the liberal media. Well, in that area, in that instance there, they are correct. The liberal media is just as a bunch of bull as the opposing side. Bill Maher was sued, though. Yeah, sued, but not fired. Who sued him? So it wasn't his employees. The employers didn't sue him because they've sued him. Why would they keep him on and then sue him and keep him on? Morris did not say niggers. She said niggers. She had gotten Niggers and Bronya Scott. Thank you. And Bronya owns the whole sports world. She owns them. Come on, Pastor. He giving me some more names. Don Lemon, Kumo, Cuomo. I said Kumo. Rush. Okay, I'm forced to watch ESPN and first take every. First take. You forced. I get it now, Walter Jr. Okay, so these people should be fired. So y'all picking on Alison Morris. You know why you picking on Alison Morris? Can somebody put in the comments why y'all want Alison Morris? Why these people want Alison Morris? I ain't talking about you who want to fire it. I'm talking about you who are in the middle of the road, like me and Carolyn and who else was coming on here? Who? Abronia. Yeah. Fox AM breakfast team. Come on, Pastor Shelby Steve. Tell me why. It's obvious why y'all want her fired. It's obvious. Look at her. Look at her. She's milk. She's the Milky Way. Number one. Number two, she's from Fox. That's just the way it is. Number three, she said the nigger word. She was Russian. I'm with you, Kurt. He said liberals eat their own. I'm with you on that one. All right, when I talk about the Republicans tomorrow, you need to stop by here, okay? Okay? Because she looks the part of a lesbian, Amber Rogers says. Hello? There was no long A. See, here y'all go. Hey, Michelle, good to see you, girl. Y'all doing this because she's white. Y'all doing this because she's white. You're doing this because she's white. She was emotional and got Knicks and Lakers crossed up. Y'all make me sick. Me and Stephanie Harper finally agree. Because me and Harper was getting ready to fight today on my earlier show with Kobe Bryant. But now, we agree. It's hard to hear a black man or woman hear a white person say nigger, even if it was by mistake. Get rid of her. That's the same feeling that white folks get when we say, you a racist. Have you ever said that to a white man or white woman? You a racist? Watch how the white turns blue and green and purple and all kind of, and yellow. They call us colored. They're the real colored people. They turn all kind of colors. We're overly sensitive to everybody except to one another. Walt Clark, there it is, brother. There it is. Y'all are some of the most sensitive folk I know because you live in a sensitive climate. The United States of America. It is racially sensitive, it's always been, and it's worse in this administration. We saw it bad in the Obama administration, but we really see it really bad now, and you're so sensitive that no white person can mess up without you wanting blood. Because there's nothing that she could say that will make you feel better. They can fire her and you still say, She can apologize to you. She can do a tour, go to all your churches. She can kiss Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson's feet and take his shoes off and kiss all his toes, and you'll still say, no, she needs to happen to her. And this is the Amber Geiger effect. I'm trying to tell y'all, this is the effect, and y'all are perpetrators. What no broadcasters don't understand is that reports have so many minutes to report a segment. Come on. And she was talking fast. It's easy to get these words. Come on, Brony Scott. I'm shocked too, y'all. LeBron is agreeing with me. I'm trying to tell y'all. So y'all try and find out, was it a long A? Was it a short A? Was it a perpendicular? Did her verb noun agree? Was she speaking English when she said all this stuff here? And y'all gonna keep rewinding it. That's not. And y'all don't even watch the news. And you never been in a situation where you had to say something fast and you screwed it up. I do these Facebook Lives all the time. I'm preaching all the time. I'm teaching Bible studies all the time, all right? I'm in the public eye all the time. Can you imagine how many times I've screwed up and somebody came to me afterwards and says, I was offended by what you said, and then I played the tape back and I realized I didn't say that. I mean, I didn't think I said that, but I said that. Oh my God. I do these things on Facebook Live. And I put it up on YouTube, and some people say, Walter, you made a gaffe here. And I'm like, I didn't say that, and I rewind it. Oh, I did say that. Y'all are too sensitive. Now we can't grieve and mourn this great athlete and his daughter's passing. He's overshadowed. Yeah, it's overshadowed by this mess. I've tried my best to hear Niggers, but Tracy, I get what you're saying. So why is the only word she messed up? Tracy, again, if y'all don't know this person, you cannot say that she did this on purpose. Y'all can't keep saying that because it sounded so crisp. Niggers. Yes, it sounded so crisp, don't it? But unless y'all are in the public eye every day and on the news with millions of people watching and got to read teleprompters, or you got to come out because she wasn't reading the teleprompter, she was improvising, what have you. And you know, when you improvise, you screw things up. Look how many presidents have read the teleprompter and screwed it up. Huh? I can't go with anything what y'all are saying right now. We are in the burning racial quagmire, pulling each other down and biting at each other's heels. Yeah, y'all need to stop the black folks. You need to calm that noise down. Calm that noise down. Calm it down. Calm it down. And you're just sharing it everywhere. Sharing it everywhere. Sharing it everywhere. So the overshadowing of this man's death and his family, we should be grieving. And it's because the Ecclesiastes, the Bible says there is a time. There is a time to grieve. But y'all taking away the grieving time with this mess. This girl made a mistake. She made a mistake. Tracy, you said I didn't say that. Okay, I apologize. I'm not sure what I said that you said. Yeah. Okay, but if I made a Freudian slip, I apologize. Okay, but y'all need to stop this, really, because y'all don't watch the news. Y'all don't watch it. So you misjudging these people, and you don't even know who they are. And this is what people in ministry have to go through all the time. We who are preachers and missionaries and evangelists, and we travel the depth and breadth and all over the place, and we hear this stuff, and it's like, I'm only trying to do the greater good, and I'm getting chewed up by my own people for something that I didn't mean to say that. It's sad. That girl made a mistake. I just said, she said what she's being accused of. I just said, oh, Tracy, okay, I get you now. My bad. I love you. My bad. All black people don't eat watermelon, and all white people ain't racist. Come on, Walt, man, I'm glad you're there. I'm glad you're there. Whoa, Michelle is saying, y'all tripping. This woman knew what she was saying. Nope, no hidden aggression. Nope. Y'all don't know her. You don't know her. She's white. And what she looked like on the outside, and she said niggers. And still, y'all don't know her. That's the problem. But she wouldn't say that on the air this time. She's not really trying. Why, Gloria, yeah. How dumb would anybody be to do that? How dumb would anybody be to do that on the air like that? Black or white? If you believe that she did that on purpose, then I need to ask you the question. What's in your wallet? Let me get off here before I start cussing. Brothers and black people are extra funny. Y'all, this is sad. So you know what this is telling me about you? Number one, I love the count. I'm the great count. Number one, you bad at judging matters. You're bad at judging matters. You're horrible at it. I would not have many of you sitting in the jury seat at my trial. I would not have many of you on my defense attorney's team. I sure wouldn't have any of you on the prosecutor's side. No. It makes me wonder what happened to the gift of discerning of spirits. Makes me wonder what happened to the gift of word of knowledge. Makes me wonder what happened to the gift of word of wisdom. It just makes me wonder what happened to all of the spiritual gifts you church people say you got. You in church and you in that place, and you do all this stuff amongst yourselves, and then you come home outside of that safety zone, and you can't judge the world properly. That's a shame. And God says that in the last day, well, after the rapture, you will be judging not just those on earth, but you're going to even be judging the angels. I'm so glad right now that you're not able or capable of judging anybody today. You can't do it. You don't have the glorified body and able to do it right now. Because if God put that judgment on you, the responsibility to judge people, you would screw this up majorly. Also horrible judges of human behavior. Thank you, Mama Joyce. You're horrible. You don't even, you can't, you know what? There's going to be some people that they're going to have on there, those lip readers or body, what they call them, body sign, read the body or something like that. And they're more wise right now than y'all are. They can take, you know, these tactics in the science of, I don't know what they call it, and they read these people correctly. And y'all are horrible at it, and y'all are Christians. What is wrong with you people? Eminem dropped his new project. Is it Eminem you trying to say? Last week, and got nigga all through it. Ain't nobody. Wow. Eminem. Wow. Ain't that about something? Ain't that about something? That's messed up. I'm not going to say she said it on purpose, but she definitely slipped and said it, or something that, yes, Sierra, yes, she said it. I'm agreeing with you. And I think Tracy too. Stop making people feel bad for what she said. Tracy. Yeah. I mean, she said nigger. We heard it, but it was a mistake. And when I first heard it, I said, ooh, ooh, ooh. And I only did that because I says, these black people is getting ready to eat her up because they can't watch people talk without the ability to. Y'all got no boundary. You got no filters. You have no filters. If she made a mistake, she needs to apologize, but don't make people feel bad because of her. I'm gonna make y'all feel bad for misjudging her. That's what I'm doing. Now, I'm sure she will apologize on the air whenever they give her a chance. She did it on Twitter, but she needs to do it on the air live, and she probably will do it, I'm sure, when her next segment comes up. All right? But I'm making y'all feel bad, Tracy, because I can't. I'm dealing with grown folks here. Y'all are grown. Y'all are acting like these Congress people down there, these senators and these Congress people. They only got one job to do, that's shut up, while Trump's team and shifty shifts, y'all call them. No, got me calling that. Okay, the honorable representative Schiff. Okay, both sides are deliberating and talking and what have you, and all they want from the other 50, okay, is to shut up, be quiet. And they can't even do it. You need to go pee-pee or go to the bathroom and come back. Lindsey Graham stayed in the bathroom for 20 minutes. What are you doing in there? All right? You hungry? Don't worry. We're going to have a lunch break. There's a dinner break. And y'all acting like fifth graders. The people you voted into Congress. So now y'all acting the same way. Okay, so if you agree, why are you agreeing with the person who said, she said, Niggers? No, I didn't agree with that. That's not what. No, Sierra, I'm not agreeing with that. Maybe you misheard me. I said it 4 times. She said niggers. I said it 4 times on here. Now they've said it was 9 people who died. Yeah, I heard that. One was, I think they were a coach. They were on their way to a game. It's just bad. It's just bad. That slipped out real easy. Even Diane, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to disagree with you on this one. Nope. Y'all don't know her, and y'all don't watch the news. I don't care how many a couple of people you can name off the top of your head. It's easy to name people on the news, the anchors, but you never watch it. Y'all need to stop. Sometimes our racial sensitivities can be our doing. We listen to nigger, bitch all day long from our communities without beating an eye. Batting an eye, beating an eye. Okay, yeah. But our super sensitive skins begin to peel at the thought of what a white man might be thinking. And the amount of juice in our cup of suffering has to be at an all-time low. Ooh, to the wee. Amber Rogers. You spit it out there. Brian says if there was a law against using the N-word, blacks would stay in jail and fined. Brian Jackson. That's it. How could y'all be upset with someone for using a term that you commonly use every day as a term of endearment and as a term when you're fighting? Because he either my nigga or that's a nigga. One of the two. So you use that word interchangeably. And no language that I know outside of the English language uses language that way. The Hebrew uses one word to mean this one thing, and the Greeks use this word to mean one thing, and the Spanish use this word to mean one thing, and this word to mean the other thing. Okay, but English you use this one. I just don't understand it. Now I understand when y'all say bonjour, that can mean goodbye and hello. I get it. Some of y'all will come in here, no, y'all will start finding words that means the same thing whether you're coming and going. But y'all in these terms of endearments and we ain't got nothing original. We ain't got nothing original. We done borrowed everything. We America is living on borrowed time anyway. So as I shut this down, I'm gonna need y'all to tap into your spirit man. All right, tap into your spirit man a little bit more, because some of you on here ain't saved anyway. So I'm really not talking to you, because some of you on here, y'all ain't saved. Yeah, say hola. Yeah. Some of you who ain't saved, it's obvious. You're not. Some women call each other bees the same way. Yeah, you call each other bees. It's a term of endearment. It's sad. It's sad. Loris, I don't know what time you came in here. Lorez, a Serenity, love your last name if that's your last name. We know she said nigger. I said that 5 times now. I think hey, Rebecca. Baby girl. She can't hear me. I don't know if she... I'm trying to see if Rebecca can come down here. I guess she gonna have to go on Facebook, cause I don't get it. I just mentioned all these people who should be fired, and you like, no, they're fired. Your pastor probably need to be fired. The way he talked to y'all. What's the Diane? I can't stand you. All right. Yes. So before you go, did you see all of these Kobe death? Yeah, Sierra. Now we're getting all these helicopters that are falling from the sky. Are y'all seeing all of these helicopters that they're putting on YouTube now? Different helicopters that are falling, and they said, this is Kobe's helicopter. No, this is Kobe's helicopter. So that's why when I came on the show, I told y'all, when a tragic like this happens, you're going to see all kind of chaos happening all over the place. Chaos happening everywhere. And get ready, saints, because this is how, let me say this to you, this is how the Antichrist is going to just walk right in. You see, he's not going to be banging on the door. I'm talking about the Antichrist. He ain't banging on the door. He ain't trying to kick the door down. No. He ain't bombing the door. He ain't huff and bluff and blow and puff and blow. No, he ain't the big bad wolf. No, he ain't doing none of that. What's going to happen is we're going to open the door. It's a Trojan horse, all right? And not only is this Antichrist going to walk in, we're going to help him in. Do you need help, Mr. Antichrist? You need... Okay, well, listen. We changed our laws so you can come in here and be a part of us. Matter of fact, help us out. All right? Because what used to be righteous is now evil. And what used to be evil is now righteous. So you all going to open up the door and then pull the Antichrist in by a rope. So come on in, Antichrist. Come on in. And then close the door behind you. And then he going to have his way. He going to devour you. Yes, because y'all are horrible at reading, folks, exactly how the Antichrist is coming. We are so gullible. That's how we trained those men who tore down the Twin Towers. We trained them. We trained them how to fly. It's a cartoon that shows it's crashing. Yeah, Sierra. I saw the Simpsons cartoon that where he crashes in the helicopter, but he survives and he's got his trophies in his hand or something like that. All that stuff. But there are also 2 other helicopter crashes that you're going to see on Facebook and YouTube, where they're real crashes, and somebody said that's Kobe, and somebody said that's Kobe. All right, the old church called it discernment. Yes, they did. Yeah. I hear you. I see you. I see your inbox. I see your inboxes. Y'all are vehemently disagreeing with me. I don't care. I don't care. Y'all can disagree with me all you want to, but I'm staying on this one. Some of y'all are in a place where you just touched. Have your body ever been so sore that no matter where you touch, it aches? Have you ever had a toothache? Have you ever had a toothache and that tooth hurts so bad that it hurts the whole body? Anybody? It hurts the whole body. Well, that's where y'all are right now. We're in a climate right now where all it takes is one white person to say a word that you don't like, and ouch, and then the whole African-American delegation is going to go after that. Why? Because that's a toothache. The United States is one big, bad, rotten, decayed tooth. That's the United States. It's one bad tooth. And every now and then somebody go in there and take their tongue and play with it. You know it's rotten. You know it needs to come out. You know it's dangling, but every 5 minutes you taking your tongue and you playing with it. It's like going to the doctor and he says, it hurts when I do this. And then what does the doctor say? Don't do that. And that's what we do. There's some kind of sore in our mouth, and we go to playing with it. And then we go drinking salt water. That's what we're doing in America. We're drinking salt water on a wound. So y'all are disgruntled. You're disgruntled. But all these other here people I just mentioned, now don't worry about them. That what they said is fine. Why? Because they are speaking against the opposing side. The enemy of mine enemy is my friend. And that's what y'all are doing. You're picking scabs, Walt Clark. Yes. So you vehemently are against me because it makes me wonder, what do you follow every day? Because I did in one of the shows, I said that some of y'all are too pro-black. You're not pro-Christ, you pro-black. And then you think about Christ later on. Christ is an afterthought to you, because if you studied under the law of Christ, then your attribute, your attitude, your altitude would be different. But because you're pro-black first, everything white folks say or do, everything. Sierra, but what you saying? Yes, Sierra, but that was put out by an opportunist who wants to be known as a prophet. The problem is the character didn't die in the cartoon. There was no one else on board, but the poster now wants to be called prophet. Yes, that's it. She's talking about that cartoon. The bigger issue also demonstrates how unforgiving Lisa Johnson. That's it. And that's why I call this the Amber Geiger effect. That's exactly what this is. Because even if she do a public apology and all these things, you won't forgive her in your heart. You won't do it. You can't do it. Why? Because you pro-black. And that thing is hurting you. It's hurting your whole body. Ow. You can't drink. You can't eat. You try to eat on one side, but your gums are connected to that thing. What do you call it? The nerve is connected all through your mouth. So you try to eat on the left side, but it goes all through your mouth because it's the nerve. And you all are, black folks, are you connected by this one nerve. And one white person hit that nerve, and the whole black delegation wants somebody fired and on the firing squad. Yes, you do. I've been living with you for over 50-something years. I know your spirit. I know how you operate. And it's okay. The Lord will deal with all of us the best way He can. But right now, we in a battle, y'all. All right. So what's the remedy here? Get that tooth pulled. Do you understand what I'm saying? No, do not get a root canal. No, it's too late for the root canal. Get the teeth pulled and walk around with a gap in your mouth. Free yourself, because the bad tooth causes blindness. And the bad tooth sometimes causes ears, so the bad hearing and ringing in the ears. A bad tooth could go through your blood system and it could kill you. Get the tooth pulled and walk around with a gap. Okay? And free yourself. But you keep messing with that thing, and then you're trying to fix it by getting a root canal. It's too late. It's rotten. Get it out of there. All right? So, Alison Morris, listen. I know you're watching. You always watch the Sirwalterj show. I believe you made a gaffe. You slipped because you was trying to express kind words about Kanye and his accomplishment. Kanye. See, I done got Kanye and Kobe mixed up. I got my K's screwed up. All right? See, and if I didn't catch that, y'all would have caught that after the show was over. I'd have got inbox messages. But Alison, I'm still talking to you. Okay? You slipped up. You slipped up. And I know she's going through torment right now, because she was giving breaking news and doing her job, and then she slipped up, and now she's somewhere wondering, how am I going to get out of this? The African American delegation man, I don't know what to do. And so her co-worker went to her defense on here. She apologized, repentance. Come on, Lisa. Her co-worker, my boy Al Velshi, went to her aid, and I agree with him, because Ali, he says, I know I work daily with Alison Morris. Like all my friends and colleagues, she doesn't have a racial epithets. Okay, that's a big one there. In her vocabulary, in the heat of breaking emotional news, we fast talkers stumble. Me, I'm the biggest stumbler there is. I talk fast, and people say, slow down. I'm always stumbling, so that's why I knew what was going on with this girl. And he says, in breaking news, emotional news, we fast talkers stumble and combine words, or reach for the wrong word and correct midstream. So she tried to correct herself. Good to see you, Raymond Perry. She tried to correct herself midstream, and notice she ignored what she said. And here's the thing. When she said nigger, I know what was going in her mind. But she kept going with the hopes that she could recover, with the hopes that y'all would not remember or hear exactly what she said, with the hopes that y'all were distracted. Okay, so she kept going, and I know what she was going through. One of y'all would say, well, she should have stopped and corrected. The other one would say, no, she did what she should have done. The other one says, all right, once she got through with saying that statement, she should have went back and said, listen, I made a mistake. All these things she should have done, until you are sitting in her seat, until you walking in her shoes. You don't know what to do. You make an executive decision at that moment. And it might not be right for a whole bunch of folks, okay? But you made it at that moment, and then you sit and think, now how do I fix this? And I know that's what she's going through. She's being tormented. I know she is. And y'all are helping in the torment. Y'all are, I don't care. You don't care because she's white. Christians. I would be a Christian, Gandhi says, if it wasn't for those Christians. I like that Jesus. I just don't like his followers. Christians. I don't understand. And then you wonder why you can't prosper. Socially, you bankrupt. You wonder why, because you're horrible at reading folks. We judge mental. What we judge? Yeah, we judge mental as heck. Yes. If I had $1 for every time somebody judged my wrong or they misread me, I get misread all the time. Sometimes I'm laying in the bed and a tear come down my eye because I say to myself, God, I know that's not me. That is not the man that this woman or this man is saying that I am. God, I know that is not me. That's not me, God. That's not me. I know that's not me. And I'm not perfect, and I know I make some mistakes. But what she is saying about me right now, that's not me. And God had to say, he had to remind me a lot. Vengeance is mine, said the Lord. Why are you worried about it? Go to sleep. God had to rock me. He just had to rock me. He just had to rock me. And I mean, but God, the opposition is against me. This person is important to me. And they believe this. God says, and what did I tell you? Vengeance is mine. Over time, don't you worry about it. I'm going to speak the truth in his or her ear. Over time, my time is not your time. But go to sleep. Why worry about it? Because you worried about this all night long, and then when you finally wake up in the morning, you groggy, you tired, you sloppy, you can't think, you can't focus, and you driving and you're driving dangerously because you sleepy. Go to sleep, son. My child. Don't worry what they say about you. Keep working. So I decided this year, 2020, somebody was asking me, Walter, why are you not fighting as much on the wall like you was doing last year? Because it's 2020. And the Lord spoke to me and told me, you ain't got to fight like you've been fighting all these years on social. You ain't got to do all that fighting. Somebody disagree with you, say, well, bless God. All right? I got some white friends here who love Trump. I mean, they worship the T, the R, the O. All right? And they know I'm against him. All right? But when they come on my wall and talk about Trump, I say, well, praise God. How you doing? Notice, y'all notice lately, all right, since January came in, these people are coming against me about politics and religion, what have you, and they say, you wrong, blah, blah, blah. You know what I say, how was your day? Well, my day's going fine. Oh, good. It's good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. You don't come by that much. Oh, no problem. I'll come by, more often, all right? And then we're done. And then y'all go over there and start fighting with these people. Fighting, and then calling her names and all this stuff. Not me. I'm like, it's good. How's your family? Your family's doing good? Good. Because here's the thing. We know we disagree on this matter. We know that. So why keep rehashing something we know? We're not getting anything done, and we're not forwarding the kingdom. We're not advancing in the kingdom. We're not. They just see us fighting on social media, and we can't advance the kingdom. So now, when we get through fighting, we go over here and try to win somebody. They're like, I don't want your kingdom. I don't want to be a part of this so-called kingdom you trying to win me over to, when all y'all do in the kingdom is fight. Thank you, Mom Jack. Yeah, I ain't fighting with y'all no more. No more. Not just 2020. I ain't fighting with y'all no more. No. I'll disagree with you, but I'll do it in kind, and I'll say, okay, now you know where my stand is. Let's talk about pumpkin pies and Febreze and watermelon, if you like that. Walt Clark, I've had the most issues with those that claim to be Christians. Our self-righteous spirits, I believe, are the reason so many don't believe. Lydia Davis, you nailed it. So many don't believe. And they're sitting in your church, and they do not believe. Reverend Evans said, go on home, put the lights out, get into bed, pull the covers up around, and go on to sleep. In the morning, walk Clark, that's it. That's it. I ain't fighting no more. I don't entertain or debate with people like that anymore, because it's not pleasing to God. Lydia Davis, come on, girl. You better preach this with me. Preach this with me. You and I have been friends a long time. Folk think we were lovers. Folks way up and down, you and I were lovers, because, Lydia played that game with y'all a few months ago. Man, we folks just knew that she and I were sexual lovers, and she was a woman scorned. She right there, y'all. She right there. Oh man, but they didn't understand Lydia's comic relief. They didn't understand her. Yeah, see, Lydia said, there you go. They didn't understand her comic relief. So they went after me. Oh, wow, why don't you give her a chance? And I was like, ain't that something? And I went to bed that night. No worries. I just went to bed that night. God said, what? Why are you worried about that? You know the truth. Yeah, God. And God says, I know the truth. I said, yeah, you do, God. And Lydia know the truth. I said, yeah, she do. Then you go to bed and Lydia go to bed. In separate beds. Of course, yeah, I live here and she lives somewhere in St. Louis somewhere. So we all went, well, God didn't go to sleep. He never sleeps. He never slumbers. Sing with me, Walt Clark. He watches me both night and day. He never sleeps. He never slumbers. The reason I know he loves me so. Oh, that's a great song. That's a great song. There you go. You're getting off subject. My bad. Let me reel it back in. Let me reel it back in, Lydia. Because they don't understand. They don't understand our relationship. They don't know. We tight like that. We talk about each other and signify on each other's mama. And then we high five. I go to my hotel room or building, and then she go to her home. She ain't coming in my room. Oh no, I go to the conventions. Lydia don't come to my hotel room, and I don't go to her house. Yeah, come on, Walt, you better sing that. Unfortunately, the plan of losing Kobe, who the black community embraces as our own, will result in the infliction of pain unto her, because the hurt people. Yes, let us not be a part of this dynamic. We know too much and have too much word for this path. That's it, Amber Rogers. That's it. There it is. You too, Amber. Folk want to know what's going on with me and Amber Rogers. A whole bunch of folk be asking me, what's going on with you and Amber Rogers? None of your business. What's going on with you and Lydia Davis? None of your business. It's none of your business. I mean, you really want to know that bad? Apparently, you looking at me a certain way. You want to know what's going on with all of my friends on, or the ones who comment a lot on here. It's Noreen Jackson. Folks want to know what's going on with you and Noreen Jackson. They was asking. Oh, they wanted to know so bad. None of your business. My life is not that important for you to want to know all these questions about me. Not that important. So God says, stop fighting. And the victory is God. Let him have the victory. And if God has the victory, I got the victory too. We've got the victory, 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 and Jesus. Some of the smartest people on Facebook gather on this live. Come on, Walt Clark. Yes, they are. They're here. You didn't tell them about us, baby. I should tell them about them. I should tell them. I should do a whiteboard. I should do a whiteboard escapade. All right. I can't wait until you settle down. I'm settled. Trust me, I'm settled. I'm settled. Now, how I'm settled, that's another story. But right now, I'm in my office. I'm settled. All right. I got to get out of here because I think I've peed y'all off long enough. Because y'all didn't like this show at all. Oh, I see the thumbs down. I see it. I see it below. How you look below? I see it. You ain't liking it. In the comments, tell me you ain't liking it. It's too late. I done said it here. So you commented earlier in the show, and you didn't wait till I said this. So now I see your comment. You can't be erasing the comments. Don't erase it. I'm talking to Facebook right now. I'm not talking to y'all. All right. So Alison Morris, again, I know you're watching. Listen, girl, you slipped up with the tongue. Unfortunately, you took the risk of being hired on a very, very popular TV station called MSNBC. And like all of your co-workers, they've also had gaffes. Yours, unfortunately, happened on the day Kobe Bryant and his daughter and several others lost their lives. And it was right there in front of a large black audience who don't watch the news unless there's breaking news like this. Other than that, no, they wasn't. Some of my black friends are so ill-informed that they thought that the when the House impeached Trump, they thought that he was supposed to leave office, pack his bags, get in the airplane, a helicopter or whatever, like Richard Nixon did, and do this. You know how Richard Nixon did that? And I am not a crook, and then he left. That's what black folks, how they was watching Nancy Pelosi when she hit that gavel, says, boom, all right, the votes are in, and Donald Trump is now impeached. And black folks from all over the country was in the streets honking their horns and putting up black flags. Ain't that like raid? Black flags. And they were like, yes, Trump is gone. He's gone. He's out of the office. And they was inboxing me, Trump is gone. They fired him. He's been impeached. And I says, how dumb are you? Huh? How dumb are you? That's not politically correct. How ill-informed are you? What do you mean? He gone, right? He been impeached. You see, how old are you? I'm 65. Wait a minute. Hold up. Thank you, Walt Clark. I forgive her too. I forgive Allison. Hold up. You 65, yes. And you think Donald Trump got impeached and now he's got to leave office? Yeah, ain't that how it works? And you, how long you been living in America? 65 years. Oh. Okay. You went through grammar school, right? Yes. You went to high school? Yes. If I'm not mistaken, you took 2 years of college? Yes. And you think Donald Trump got to leave office because he got impeached? Yes. Ain't that how it works, right? How dumb how foolish are you? How ill-informed are you? I don't understand why he's still in office. Why is he still going back? Why is he bombing Iran? So this is the problem. You know nothing about where you live. If right now I ask y'all to tell me who is, I'm going to ask you for 4, the succession of the President of the United States. I'm going to ask you for the 4, all right? If the President should die, matter of fact, I'm going to help you out. If the President should die, who is the 4th person in line for the presidency? If the President should die, okay, who's the 4th person in line to be the President? Just in case the Vice President die and this 3rd person die, who's 4th? Who's 4th? Okay, the first one to tell me who it is, I got a prize. I got a gift for you. But the rest of you can't tell me. You're on Google right now. Why you don't know? Why you don't know? Because you don't care. You don't care. I think social media or these so-called smartphones then dumbed us down. It done dumbed us down. Now look, I'm getting different. Somebody says Secretary of State. Somebody says Speaker of the House. Which one is it? Which one is it? Secretary of State or the Speaker of the House? Notice what they always say about the Speaker of the House. Notice what they always say about the Speaker of the House. Notice why it's such a the Speaker of the House is such a ruckus. That position is so watched closely. Why? We just watched Olympus. Yeah, Olympus has fallen yesterday, and it's the Lord Jesus. You say it's the Secretary of State. Travell says she just watched the movie, and she said it's the Secretary of State. Well, Clark says the Speaker is number 3. Pompeo. I'm getting 2 or 3 different names. Secretary of State. I'm pretty sure Marty says. Barbara says House Secretary. It's amazing. Just tell me you don't know and you're guessing. Just tell me you don't know and you're guessing. Natalie says it's the Secretary of State. Martin says Speaker of the House is right behind the Vice President. You see how divided we are? Even Alexander Haig. Yes, Dave Watson. Yes. Alice, see, you have to be... Now, you lost a whole lot of people with Alexander Haig. Dave Watson. Dave, that is brilliant. Thank you for bringing that up. Thank you for bringing that up. because I'm trying to find his thing. Dave, I'm glad you brought that up, because if I ask you who Alexander Haig is, 95% of you will tell me I don't know. I don't know. You don't know. And it's okay. It's okay if you don't know. I mean, not knowing who Alexander Haig is, that's fine, because you probably going to think I know who Alexander Haig is. They did a Broadway thing on him, a musical on him, and what's his name? The Hispanic have a whole bunch of hip hop songs. No, that's not Alexander Haig. Marty says President Pro Temp of the Senate is third. What you say? Nat says I remember him too, but I was a toddler. You was not a toddler. No, you wasn't. No, you wasn't. Amber says the Secretary of State is 4, and the Speaker of the House is number 3. That was Amber says. Thank you, Deatrice. That's Hamilton, not Alex. Good to see you, Victoria. Yes. So y'all need to ask Dave Watson, who is he? Number 1, somebody. This is a test of the emergency broadcast system. All right. Somebody got shot, and then he says, "I am now in charge of the White House until further notice." I just gave y'all the biggest hint. The biggest hint. Yeah, Natalie says Amber is correct. All right, so tell Travail, can y'all tell Travail that she probably need to rewind that movie? Lord have mercy. Can somebody tell her she need to rewind the movie? Okay. Marty says President, Vice President, Speaker of the House, President of Pro Temp, then the Secretary of State. Did y'all see that? Okay. Well, who is the President of Pro Temp? What is his job? And one of these people that Marty just said is the President over the Senate. One of these people that Marty just said is the President over the Senate. Well, just give Eunice says, give me the answer. I can't give y'all the answer. No. Oh, Travail says I said Secretary of State. But when you said that, I was wondering, was you talking about number 3 or who's the 4th? Because I asked y'all for the 4th, didn't I? So you would be correct. Yes. Okay. Who is the president over the Senate? Eunice says stop. Who's the president? Who presides over the Senate? Huh? When you vote in your senators and they raise their right hand and they're being sworn in, who swears them in? Because somebody got to split the vote. Somebody splits the vote when they locked. Somebody split the vote, and that's why. And I can't do this. It's too much. Chuck Grassley is the current President Pro Temp of the Senate. Marty, come on, Marty. Nancy Pelosi is 2 heartbeats away from the president. Mitch McConnell is after Nancy Pelosi, and then Mike Pompeo. Political science. Political science. Political science. Amber Rogers, you said Mitch McConnell. Mitch McConnell? Not Mitch McConnell, no. Trump don't know these answers. Joy, you're right. You're right. Chuck Grassley? No. The vice president. The vice president. Remember during the Barack Obama era? It has happened since Trump era. Notice the vice president is in the chambers. The president is not in the chambers during the swearing in of senators. The vice president is in the chambers during the swearing in of senators. Why? So Mike Pence was in the chambers when we elected that new group of what they call the blue wave came in. Yeah. Come on, y'all. You should know this stuff. You really should know this, because other nations are laughing at you. You really should know it. You should know it. It's important, because then it makes me wonder, how y'all voting? Huh? I was just about to say that, Daryl Anderson. How are y'all voting if you don't know their positions? Can you see the smoke coming out of my ears? How are y'all voting if you don't even know what you're voting for? Natalie says, I want Stevie Wonder. Okay? So you're voting for these men and women to do what? And serve where? Huh? And that's why voting in every 4 years is not enough. Voting in for a president is not enough. You need to vote every time, because when you vote every 2 years, that's more important. Your 2-year vote is more important than your 4-year vote. You're like, that can't be true. That can't be. The reason why you say that can't be true, because you're ill-informed. It's every 2 years you need to be voting, but they know you don't vote every 2 years, and that's why they keep overtaking the Senate the way they do, or the House of Representatives, depending on what side you on, because they know y'all ain't voting. And these are the ones who put a lock on the president's hands. He can't do much without Congress. We only give the president so much of executive privilege, only so much. But then Congress are the ones who do what with the law? What do the Congress do with the law? All right, Tanya says, Vice Speaker of the House, Pro Temp, Secretary of State. That's the present succession. Tanya T. Wells. So good to see you, girl. So good to see you. Chuck Grassley is the President Pro Temp. Yes, Senate. Read. What? What y'all saying? This is important. Yes. You preaching that? Yes. And don't only listen to one. Yes, that's it. All right. I'm going back to some of what y'all saying here. No, the vice president, y'all. I'm not asking y'all who is the president pro temp. I'm asking you, what is the job of the vice president? Why is the vice president always showing up in the chambers during the election or during the swearing in every 2 years? Why is the vice president there? He don't belong there unless he's got a job, because the president is not in there. Well, Clark, what are you saying, Dave? Dave says every citizen that is sworn in as a naturalized citizen knows the succession of the president. Yes, Dave Watson. Man, listen, me and Dave used to fight all the time on social media about. We didn't really fight. We just disagreed here and there. But Dave Watson, I honor his service because he was a police officer for many years, retired. and Dave and I, you know, we homeboys. Even though he's much older than me, I love him. Even though we disagree, because we understand what peace is, and I honor his service. But he's right. Every citizen that is sworn in as a naturalized citizen know the succession, and you don't. Oh, how I wonder. Joyce Harris says we vote out of guilt and pressure from the parents and grandparents who remind us folks died for the right. Yet we don't want to get kicked out of the family. Joy, that's so true. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. That's it. But Joy, you did that thing. Walt Clark, thank you for saying that to Dave. Dave was a good man. Again, I don't agree with his politics, but I agree with his service. I agree with that man's service. I honor all men in blue. And women in blue, of course. Well, whatever color because all men don't wear, servicemen don't wear blue. Blue is just a representation of service, the police. But sometimes have different colors, so we understand what we're saying. But every time I see a police officer on the streets of Chicago, whether I'm in Subway or whether I'm in some laundromat or wherever I am, if I see them, whether they're standing outside the car, they might be sitting in the car with the windows down, they just parked there, just watching the neighborhood, I pull up to them. I say, hey man, thank you for your service. And please be safe. And you should see their countenance change. And they might be looking like with an authoritative face. But when I say that, they say, Oh man, thanks, man. I appreciate it. You don't understand. I'm like, yeah, I don't understand. I can only empathize with you, but I just need you to know that there are citizens here who are praying for you, praying for your safety. All right, and that's it. And sometimes, a couple times, they allow me to pray for them right there. I don't want you don't bow your head. No, men should watch and pray. I tell them, don't bow your head. I need you to look around, all right? Because when I pray, I keep my eyes open, okay? Don't bow your head. I just want to pray for you real quick, and I'm going to be on my way for your safety. He's there in case a tie-breaking vote is needed. Tanya T. Wells, come on, come on, come on. We have to go back and remember what happened with Kennedy and LBJ. Ooh, Beatrice, there it is. Kennedy and LBJ, oh man. I lost y'all. I mean, y'all are here, but I went away. Hold on. Y'all can see me, but I can't see y'all. All right, here it is. Yes, me too. Eyes wide open, Eunice. Yeah, you pray like that? I don't pray like, And I don't get on my knees and pray down like that. Well, no, I open my eyes to the Lord and I won't turn back. Yep, I open my eyes. I pray with my eyes open. Because y'all remember Gideon's army? Y'all remember Gideon's army? And he told them, go down there and lap up. Tell them to go down there and drink. Now, the one who go down there and lap with the head down, y'all know the story, so I don't have to tell it to y'all anymore. All right? God had to choose those people because he wanted to make sure that these are the ones who are going to win. These are the ones going to help you win because they're watching. And some of y'all, I pray like this. Father, in the name of Jesus. I want to see what's going on. The blind leading the blind. Come on, Craig Miley. Yes. Lap water like a dog. Come on, BW. You better preach this thing with me. Come on. That's y'all. So y'all better watch. And God showed me a vision of a bird. I was looking out my window. I better go because I'm gone too long. And I saw the bird outside. All right. And the bird was on the ground, and there was some food on the ground, and the bird would do this. He kept doing this. Before he grabbed, he could. I mean, he was so keen to his. He kept. Then he finally, and then he went up in the air, and then he went up on the rooftop. And when he got on the rooftop, he didn't look around anymore. He just put his head down and ate. I'm looking at the window. I'm like, oh my God, look at that. And the Lord began to speak to me with that. He told me to watch that bird. I'm just, that's boring. Why don't I watch a bird? I'm not a bird watcher, Lord. Watch the bird. When that bird goes up there in a safety area, then he eats without looking around because ain't no humans up there. And that bird eats in peace. And he said, keep watching that bird. When he's through eating, watch when he come back down for more. And the bird came back down, when it hit the ground, he just looked around. Because he knew he was in danger. David Brock, good to see you. He knew he was in danger. And he was always vigilant, watching his surroundings. And he put on the full armor of God. Oh my God. The Bible says, watch and pray. Edwin Hawkins said, watch, fight, and pray. I'll take the Bible for 500. Yeah. Oh, man. All right, y'all. I've been on here too long. Matt, I would do it again despite the changes. Dave, what you saying? I lost you, Dave. Where you go? Oh, man. Despite the changes in the 16 years since I retired that have occurred. 16 years. Woo-wee. Gosh. All right, y'all. Can y'all do me a favor, though? Instead of proclaiming that Alison Morris is fired, why don't you pray for her? Because nobody mentioned prayer. Not on Facebook, not on this thing, not on YouTube. Thank you, Rogers. Nobody mentioned prayer. Nobody said, pray for that girl. Nobody. Not a one. And I'm talking to Christians. Now you wonder why the world is the way it is and there's a church on every corner. How could you have thousands of churches in one city and the murder rate is up to the 500s and 600s? And that one city with all those churches and all those apostles and prophets and evangelists and the murder rate that high, and all and City Hall is as corrupt as it is, and they're passing immoral laws. How is that happening? I know why. Alison Morris effect. We're not praying. You ain't praying. So I'll pray for you. God, I thank you for your blessings. I thank you for your all-protective eye. Your all-seeing eye. That's you, not some fake, private, some secret society, not some back of a dollar bill, not some pyramid. You are the all-seeing eye. You see us when we go to sleep at night, when we're in REM sleep, and you see us when we rise in the morning. You see us when we walk the streets at night. Those who are working the graveyard shift, you see them. You see sparrows and birds and all kind of things that fall from the sky. You see them, God. David says, I can't hide from you when I'm in the heavens, or when I'm north. He says, even when I go into hell, he mentioned Hades or Sheol. Even when I go down there, you see me. You know my reins, okay? You know my heart. You know my inner parts, is what he said. You see all things. You know, and you know Alison Morrison's heart. Morris, you know her heart. You know what she intended to say. You know it, God. These people here who are watching probably don't know. They're guessing. They want her gone, but you know, and you will reveal to those who you will reveal to. So God, be with her tonight. I know she's going through a shaky time. I don't know her, but I'm smart enough to pray for that girl's peace. And I pray for her salvation as well. If she don't know the Lord, God, you know how to draw them. You draw them in your own special way. And sometimes you draw them by using us. So draw her to you, God. I pray that the day will come when I'm in heaven with you and Alison Morris is right next to me singing, Holy, 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 Lord God Almighty. And I pray for the naysayers here as well. The ones who can't pray for her, God, you know them as well. And you will tend to them the best way you can. But please, God, have mercy on them. In Jesus' name I pray. Thank God. Amen. God draws, one waters, one plants, and he increases. That's it, Belinda. I gotta go. I think I've done enough breaking news today to cover me all week long. I was tired, and I have not eaten dinner yet. I haven't had nothing. No breakfast, no lunch, no dinner. And I'm looking at the clock, and that says 7:42 in the p.m. What's wrong with me? So I got to find some food because there's none here in the house. And I think Rebecca, that's why I called her earlier, because I think she took the car. So can y'all find a way to ship me a sandwich through this? Has technology caught up with y'all sending me a sandwich? Because I'm starving right now. And I live in the hood, and there's a food desert over here. We pray for Kobe's family. Amen. I prayed for Kobe's family in the earlier show, and we continue to pray. Man should always pray, continue to pray for the family, and keep praying for the family. Don't just stop today. Keep praying for the family, okay? Keep doing that. All right, I'm gonna find something to eat somewhere. Yeah. I love y'all. Hey, hit the share button, will you please? Yeah, I'm fasting today. Yeah, okay. Fast is over. I fasted for how many hours? I woke up around this time this morning, so I fasted for my 12 hours. Now, Victoria, you got a sandwich? Hit the share button. Gotta go. Oh, Alexa, say goodbye to the people.
Goodbye.
Oh, Alexa, say good night to the people.
Good night. Sweet dreams.
Yes! Oh, glory. Come on, girl. See? She know, y'all. She knew. She know the King's English. She knew. When you say good night, You got to make sure that the people are tugging their. Rebecca, she's just taking everything because no, it wasn't Rebecca. Who was it? I'm running out. I'm running out of Kleenex too. I can't close my shows without the Kleenex. I'm down to about 3. Can y'all send me some Kleenex so I can close my show? Cash App is Sirwalterj. Sirwalterj. That's the Cash App. Send me some money so I can buy some old Kleenex. Okay, shameless plug. And they're not even paying me for that. PayPal is up there as well if you want to. Doesn't matter. I love y'all. Ain't nothing you can do about it.